Hola and bienvenidos masters and princesses. I hope you're having a wonderful start to your Band-Maid Sunday. I'm excited because today we are reacting to Orenji's Kanami documentary. I've been waiting for this documentary to be re-released because I knew Orenji has been wanting to do some tweaks to the old documentaries, so I was waiting patiently for this, and here we are. If you haven't followed Orenji's channel already, go do that. And if you haven't checked out some of the cool like anime manga style videos that he has, you need to go check those out. They're so cool. I had no idea the amount of expertise and beautiful work that was being done there until I saw the premiere that he had just recently, and I was like, this is insanely good, so you need to go check it out. But yeah, I'm just gonna jump right into this. I still love this intro.
Welcome to Kanagawa Prefecture in the Tokyo area, a mixture of heavily urbanized areas, farmlands, and mountains, punctuated by the tourist destinations of Kamakura, Enoshima, and Hakone. Its capital, Yokohama, is the second biggest city in Japan and a port city, well known all over the world. Kanami was born in this prefecture near Yokohama on September 28th. Being the youngest child of her family with an older brother and sister.
That's a day after my brother's
As both
birthday.
of her siblings were already learning piano, Kanami's mother asked her to learn piano as well. But she also liked to borrow and play with her brother's airsoft gun.
I would too.
Her parents wanted Kanami to try various activities like ballet, calligraphy, and English, to name a few. Over the years, Kanami continued to learn piano as she has a natural talent for it and really loves playing. A passion that she shared multiple times on social media. Kanami confessed that from her childhood to her junior high school years, she only listened to classical music and was very influenced by Chopin. Kanami plays piano for the introduction of the song Start Over. She also performed the introduction of Daydreaming on piano live multiple times.
Okay, so we reached a little section. The reason why I'm stopping is because I really find it interesting so far that I had known that Kanami had taken up piano when she was younger, but I had no idea that like she grew up listening purely only to classical music. And the fact that she was listening to Chopin, like, what? The reason why I find that interesting is because Chopin was known as the pianist's composer. And the reason why I say that is because Chopin's like compositional style was, he always emphasized lyricism. He had a lot of expressive melodies, and he had a unique approach to harmony, which is actually starting to make some sense with some of this. So interesting. So let's keep going.
In her interviews, Kanami describes herself as tenin in Japanese, which is translated as natural funny man. Tenin literally means nature or natural. The word has been shortened from tenin bokeh. In Japan, there is a traditional comedy act known as manzai, where the humor comes from the interaction between a straight man and a funny man, not unlike the double act comedy in the West with Laurel and Hardy, for example, or Abbott and Costello. The funny man being the comic character as opposed to the straight man in this comedy duo.
メンバークイズ出題してくれるのは みーちゃん。またからみ。どうぞ。じゃあみーちゃんクイズ教えてぽ。
はい、私の野望についてです。一つがさいちゃんと結婚すること、そしてもう一つは何でしょうか。
待って、さらっと野望がね、さいちゃんと結婚することってさらっと言ったっぽね。
さて、
さあ、みんちょのマイブームは何ですかっぽ。
はい、ミンチョのマイブームは、ミサしか見れないインスタのアカウントをやってるんですけど、自分が
ミサ限定なの。
ミサしか見れないからフォロワーもミサしかいない。
そのアカウントなんで？
でそれでご飯を作ったら、そこに載せて、で偉いって書いたりしたらミサが偉いねってコメント。LINE でやれ。LINE でやれ。
どうしてインスタで作ったっぽ。
こうやってね、ご飯作ったの並んでいくじゃん。でそれでちゃんと手料理を作るっていうモチベーションを上げるためにやっております。素敵なマイブームだね。ありがとう。
なんでミサ一人なんだぽ。ミサが先生なの？
ミサはね、偉いねって褒めてくれる。
褒めてくれるからミサを選んだ。なるほどね。絶対ミサちゃんだったらいいねってしてくれるからってこと？はいはいで、それをさいちゃんには見せないと
見てくれる？
あ、じゃあやっぱミサだけど。じゃあミサちゃんこれからも頑張ってください。
全員いいねしてるから。
全員いいね。
ありがとう。
In Kanami's case, her funny talk is not deliberate, but natural. It's like that friend you have who is smart, but naturally strange in a funny way, if that makes sense.
Yeah. Yeah.
ありがとうございました。
面接じゃないんですよ。本当に。
Saiki and Miku talked about Kanami during an episode of the radio show Band-Maid Nippon.
まずはじゃあギターのかなみちゃん。
はい。
かなみちゃんもね、ちょっと
なんで
とても不思議な感じなんですよ。なんだろう、小バトが多分一番バンドメイドでやばいって
思われ
てるんですけど、かなみ
Hold on, I'm gonna turn the subtitles off for a second.
ちゃんもなかなかだと小バトは思うぽ。
それは同感です。
ね、同感でしょぽ。
なんかね、かなみちゃんはあれなんだよね。二面性があるっていう
そうだったね。
言い方していいの？
なんか普段は本当にふわふわしてて、すごくなんだろう、ほんわかしたね、お嬢様みたいな、
お姫様みたい。
あ、そうだっぱね。
おとぎの国のお姫様みたいな。
眠ってそう。
あ、そう、眠り姫っぽい。
な
なんかおしとやかなお姫様って感じなんですけど、
なんか小鳥たちとかと遊んでそうなイメージだ。森の中で。
There was also a moment during the US tour in 2022 where Kanami introduced herself for the second time when the crowd was calling her name.
It's funny seeing that she's naturally comedic, which I get that. I think it's funny because hearing this conversation or seeing this explanation about how she's funny, I can relate to that a lot. I always get you're just like funny naturally. And I'm like, I don't know why I'm funny. I'm just saying what I'm saying. Like, to me, it's just like, this is a normal thing for me. I don't know. I actually love that Kanami has a Instagram only for Misa. I hope this is true. To be a follower of that Instagram would be amazing. But let's keep going.
In senior high school, Kanami joined a popular music club as a keyboardist, but started to learn guitar a few months later after watching a senior classmate play. Kanami wanted to play guitar to look cool in the eyes of the other girls. And it worked.
ギターを弾いてるかなみ先輩ってかっこいいよねって言ってもらえるようになって、それが気持ちよくてずっとギターを弾いてました。
This is the beginning of Kanami's journey as a guitarist. She started to learn the basics by herself without any knowledge or even a band to practice with. At one point, a third-year senior who taught her guitar asked Kanami to join his band composed of classmates. The members gave Kanami songs to learn from bands like Kiss, Metallica, and Deep Purple. But the first song she had to learn was However by Glay. As she was covering more and more songs from Western hard rock bands, Kanami had so much fun that she decided to create her own one-person band, filling all the roles herself. Kanami was not really into the idea of joining as a band, as it's difficult to find one where all the members have the same level of motivation and the same ambitions.
True.
This is why Kanami started to learn programming and write her own songs so she wouldn't have to rely on a band. Kanami wanted to enroll in a university of music, but she finally followed her parents' wishes and went to a regular university, where she studied economics and management to learn how to promote herself as a professional musician. Even though she was still a student, Kanami worked hard to polish her skills and find her way through the music industry. She built a soundproof room and took singing lessons, even though she didn't really like to sing. Kanami also posted a lot of covers on YouTube and Nico Nico, until one day, someone finally contacted her.
Like, are her and I the same person right now? Like, what? Okay. It feels like this is one of those moments. I know I haven't seen the documentaries for all members yet. This is for, we saw Saiki's. Now we're here with Kanami. And it's interesting right now because the only difference right now is like, well, obviously I play flute, right? The big difference, huge difference. The reason why, and I like, it's a blessing and a curse, okay? I'm not saying that I do solo projects a lot because I have a hard time relying on everyone, but I'm glad that was stated in this documentary. Like, yeah, starting a band is extremely hard because you don't know if someone's willing to put in the time and effort and work that it takes to, well, and have the same ambition as you do. It's not easy. It's very difficult. And like, it's easy for something to just end. Like, I think about a lot of things that I tried to start when I was younger and it didn't last. And it's like, well, why bother? And so at some point you turn into this thought process of, fine, I'll do it myself. And that's so cool. I'm glad that she like found an outlet where she started creating on her own and then posted covers. It's very brave of her. I'm not gonna lie, I'm gonna be transparent right now. I don't post a lot of what I do, like performances and stuff, on YouTube, especially when I was younger, because of criticism. And you know, the internet's not exactly a very nice place, as we all know, but this might make me change my mind a little bit. But anyway, she went to school for economics and management. This is one thing that I've kind of like had a hard time coming to terms with. Like, I need a music degree to teach music, right? That I have to have that to teach in a public school system and all that. But to be a musician, you don't need a music degree. You can just be a musician. I kind of want to go get another degree, y'all. Okay, let's keep going.
Kanami's hard work paid off as she was contacted to join a female rock band.
ミンチを最初に見つけて、で見つけてもらって声かけてもらって、どこで見つけるの？ネットで動画をやっぱ弾いてみたみたいなんですけど、上げてて、そこからで私がもともとはシンガーソングライターを 弾き語りでこう歌いますみたいなやってたんですけど、バンドじゃなくて。
She met with the management who explained the concept and played songs made for the band. For the maid outfits, Kanami had already performed in one during a school culture festival, so it was not a problem for her as she really liked the concept. As for the songs, she found that they were cool, so she immediately said yes. Plus, she always wanted to be a lead guitarist and work with a female lead singer without having to sing. From this moment, Kanami was the first member to join Band-Maid.
Sorry, I had to pause since the commercial came on, but I'm like hearing songs that I feel like I haven't heard yet, and now I'm like, where is this song? What is this song? I need to know what these songs are. Either that or I'm starting to lose which song is which in my brain. But anyway, let's keep going. This is great.
At the beginning, the songs performed by Band-Maid were sent by external songwriters and selected by the members. After listening to the A-side of Band-Maid's first single called Ai to Jonetsu no Matadoru, we can imagine that Kanami mentioned her love for Santana, a famous Mexican guitarist, singer, and songwriter.
Black Magic Woman.
She found Santana thanks to her father's vinyl collection, as he listened mostly to rock from the 70s and the 80s. Kanami was still a novice in songwriting, but she continued to submit her songs anyway. Although it was really hard for her to keep writing all those songs that were never approved. Thankfully, Kanami had the support of Saiki, who encouraged her to continue to write more and more. While performing the songs provided by the songwriters, Kanami kept on learning and improving until her determination was finally rewarded when, 2 years after their formation, the first ever song written and arranged by Band-Maid was released.
I've never heard this song.
Kanami.
Okay, so I need to find that song, because this is a question that I kind of had in my mind for the longest time, and I never thought to ask it, because you guys have been so nice to help me figure out what these things are going to be. Like, I remember talking about how I thought one of the solos, that the reaction I did last Sunday to Don't You Tell Me, I was like, oh, there's kind of this Van Halen-esque kind of sound to this. But then you guys were telling me about Carlos Santana, and I was like, I love Santana, man. I actually was a fan, or am a fan of Santana because of my dad, which is, again, too many similarities to count right now. But I had always wondered in the back of my brain, like, what was their first song that they performed that was composed by them? And this need to find it, but let's keep going.
Is the kind of person who has to compose all the time. She loves to create new songs and takes requests from the other members when they have an idea. It's even easier for Kanami this way, as she doesn't have to start from scratch. When she does, Kanami uses a riff or a melody, writes around it, and sends each part to each member, starting with Misa.
Yep.
There are not a lot of directions for Misa to follow, except when Kanami wants her to slap or stand out during a specific part of the song.
Yeah.
Misa, being a very fast worker, gets her response to Kanami quickly, which means then Kanami can start programming the drums for Akane. At first, Kanami received a lot of feedback from Akane about the drums being impossible or requiring 5 arms, but with time, she improved her programming and wrote difficult but playable drums with the help of Akane. Let's take Black Hole, for example.
でもあそこは最初もっと難しかったんです。これは無理って言われて、代わりに出してもらった別パターンを採用してます。辛口とか地獄とか名付けられたパターンも送ってもらったんですけど、確か地獄っていうパターンになったんだと思います。
Kanami wanted Black Hole to be the fastest song possible, but also chaotic, which makes it even harder for Akane. With Akane's drums locked in, Kanami can add the guitars and work with Saiki on the lead vocals. The first demo of a song is actually recorded on a piano by Kanami with her voice as the demo for the vocals, so the song might change completely when Saiki's voice is added.
Dude!
A part of this process was featured in the Band-Maid US Tour 2022 documentary, where we can see Kanami presenting her idea for Memorable to Saiki.
La 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 la
For backing vocals, Kanami proposes some of them, Miku and Saiki also propose some others, and finally, their vocal director sometimes gives advice during the recording sessions. The rhythm guitar is something Kanami adds at the end of her writing process. When Miku has to sing, her part is, of course, simplified, but Kanami doesn't think much about this when composing. Talking about Miku, Kanami's way of writing is totally different when she writes a song for Miku, like Sayanakadori. Even though Kanami adopts her writing to Miku's voice, she wants Miku to grow as a singer, so she is always trying to challenge her.
この最後は変えてほしいって小鳩に言われたので、ちょっと成長の意味も込めて変えたら、最初高くて出るかわかんないって言われちゃって、頑張れって。
Your father knows about saving money. Everything I'm wearing, I've had since boot camp.
Okay, wait. To sit in a room with Kanami and just absolutely pick her brain about writing music. I'm going to say this because I went to school with people who were composition majors. You have to have a different mindset to write music. Like, there's something about a composer's mind, a composer's brain, just the way they work, that their work is, their brains just, it feels like they just work differently. They function differently. Composition is like it's a skill that you can learn, but obviously there are also skills out there that some of us are just like blessed with. And like Kanami, she that is a blessing. And I wonder to her if it's like a blessing and a curse at the same time, because she probably hears music in everything. Sounds, like noises, things that we consider noise, she probably hears a song. She hears music within it. And it can be, it sometimes can be kind of torturous for musicians. Like, I no longer listen to music in a normal way. Like, sometimes I can't just enjoy music. I'm always listening for what is the chord progression or what's really happening. And it's not a bad thing. I'm not saying it's a bad thing, but like, I imagine like her brain's constantly working, and that's, I'm just saying, this is where me and her definitely differ. I don't think I'm a composer. I totally think I am a performer. I love to perform. I love to show off on stage. That's my thing. But yeah, if someone wrote something, I can be the show off, but I don't think I could ever be the composer. I wish I had that skill. But yeah, let's keep going.
Kanami has had a lot of different guitars over the years. She has used a Flying V, a Les Paul, and Strat-style guitars. Her first collaboration was with a Dictone, when Kanami was officially endorsed by the brand on May 21st, 2016.
Wow.
Kanami even had her own signature model, the Dictone Modern Series 2.8 Signature, in 2 colors, red and green. But there is one brand that we are used to seeing Kanami with for a few years now. Paul Reed Smith Guitars, or PRS. At the beginning of 2017, Kanami switched from a Dictone to PRS, which was not leaving her previous endorser in good terms with Band-Maid's management, who was accused of forcing Kanami to switch to PRS guitars. For the release of their first major album called Just Bring It, Band-Maid recorded the music video of Don't You Tell Me, where we can see Kanami playing with a brand new PRS 408 Fire Red Burst, borrowed from a guitarist amongst Band-Maid staff. One thing for sure, Kanami fell in love with PRS guitars.
Yeah.
もうファーストタッチで、うわ、弾きやすい、手に吸い付くってなって、で、音的にも特徴的なサウンドじゃないですか。私は特徴が欲しかったんですよね、バンドメイドに。ただ PRS ってしっかり弾かないとちゃんと鳴らないギターなので、今でも結構苦戦してるところがあるんですけど、でもこの PRS を使いこなせるようになったら、きっとどのギターでも使いこなせると思ったので、PRS にしました。これだとなりました。直感だったと思います。音も弾き心地もこれがいい。でもしっかり弾かないと音が鳴らないみたいな。難しいけど、でもこれっていう感じでした。
Mincho comes from her username from the time she posted videos online, which was Kana Mincho.
Okay.
Incho is a suffix to give a cute feel to a name that usually ended with a vowel I. This is how Kanami chose the nickname Kana Mincho, then shortened into Mincho. It has been mentioned multiple times by the members that Kanami has a switch when she is playing guitar.
ライブお給仕の時にギターを持ってこうお給仕に臨むと、なんだかこう人格が変わるというか、少しオラオラ系になるみたいで、
急に変わって、すごいこうやってきます。
マジで？
このKanamiがギター持ってこうやってやってきますから。
急に小鳩のマイク奪ってちょっと話したりとかする時とかもあって。メンバーたちもすごいびっくりしちゃうみたいな時があります。
身内もびっくりするぐらいなんだ。
でも打ち合わせとか全くなしで、
いつ出てくるかもわからない。その時はなんかトランス状態みたいな感 感じっぽくて、私何やってたっていうのがあって、今日はねシンバルをかかと落とししてたって。
This moment can be seen when the camera is on Kanami right after a short pose. Kanami enters in Mincho mode to focus on her music. Sometimes, Mincho becomes out of control, and it looks like this.
I get it though. I get it 100%. It's like it's a switch, man. I always laugh like I'm talking about flute. So, and maybe someday I'll let you guys see what I look like when I perform. But it's like for some weird reason a switch just goes off in your brain and it's like you're playing and then one moment it's like you're like, yeah, thank you. I'm glad you're here for my performance. And then you get on stage and then like it's like I'm here. I'm awesome. I'm just going to rip into this. I feel in the moment. The music's feeling good. My accompaniment feels good. The performance feels great. And you just lose yourself in that performance. And it's insane. And it feels so good. I get it. I understand.
Mincho はじゃあ最初にサイちゃんに会った時の印象、ミンチョは
記憶あるとこからでいいよ。
記憶あるところから
いや記憶ないかもしれないからと
記憶があるところだとぶっちゃけるとあーちゃんが最初にサイちゃんサイちゃんのことを先にあーちゃんが会ってたから多分かなみは嫌いなタイプの人だと思うって言われてた
あったね。
結構それ言ってたのね最初。
そうだからすごいビクビクしながら会ってこの人かみたいなでも話したらあれ普通に話せるってなってどっちだってなって
Since Kanami met with Saiki, she can't stop showing how much she loves and admires her. It started with the first music video of Don't You Tell Me, where the personality of each member is highlighted for the first time. Since then, she's always showing her support to Saiki during live performances.
私はすごくボーカルの最近のことが大好きなので、はい、一緒にアコースティックでこうできていいんだよそんなこと言わなくて
It's so cute.
素敵でしょ。素敵。はい。素敵です。素敵です。さいちゃんとっても素敵です。ありがとう。
It's been something used by the members for years during MCs. Sometimes, those moments are very sweet. And sometimes, it gives us a memorable moment.
Kanami is Japanese hentai.
Saiki also likes to play this card with Kanami during songs for some funny stage interactions. One thing for sure, With these two on stage, you can expect a lot of emotions coming through their performance as they adore those special moments with just the two of them.
Check me out as I do. I hope in you. 月影に隠れた手の夕見た明けない夜なんてあげあくりありえないことと分かってても浮かぶ痛み守ったどんなに埋めようとしても脱ぎはの穴見えないずっとそばにいるから曖昧な僕たちはきっと形にとらわれてばかりで言葉を探し迷うよりも今はただ抱きしめてもう一度だけ願うほど
That sounds so gorgeous. So okay, this is adorable. So I actually think this is funny because I just reacted to Don't You Tell Me. And it's funny because I remember saying in that video that it's the first video where I feel like you can see their personalities. And I was wondering if Kanami and Saiki just like have this connection, and the way the connection is displayed. I love this. The way Kanami's just like, I like the vocalist Saiki so much, and then the way Saiki is just so cool about her response.
はい、一緒にアコースティックでこうできて。いいんだよ、そんなこと言わなくて。
It's funny how she's just like, it's okay, you don't need to say such things. Like, like what's so funny about their interaction too is it feels like Saiki's the cool, calm, collected. She's always in control of her like feelings, emotions. Like she's relaxed majority of the time. She's a front woman, right? And then Kanami, does a lot of the lead guitar playing. She doesn't have to do a lot of the talking. She doesn't have to if she doesn't want to. She lives not necessarily behind, but she lives in her Mincho persona. And that's how she enjoys being, right? I also think that partially the reason why there's a very sweet bond here is because if Kanami writes a lot of the music with help from each member in their own way, right? Think about the person who is singing the words, that melody that you created, they're bringing it to life. Like everyone else is bringing it to life, but they're bringing the words, they're bringing that part to life. I can only dream, like the way she was singing just now. Yeah, I think that I would feel very strongly for the person putting the words to something I wrote. But yeah, this is funny. I want to be Saiki, but I feel like my personality is a Kanami. Let me just put it out there. Oh my god, but this was gorgeous.
You can expect a lot of emotions coming through their performance as they adore those special moments with just the two of them.
Check me out as I do. I hope in you. 月影に隠れた手の夕見た明けない夜なんて
I had to go back for this.
ありえないことと分かってても浮かぶ痛み守ったどんなに埋めようとしても脱ぎはの穴見えないずっとそばにいるから曖昧な僕たちはきっと形にとらわれてばかりで言葉 葉を探し迷うよりも今はただ抱きしめてもう一度だけ願うほどなんてこんなどうにもね
Music has been a part of Kanami's life since her childhood, and even if her passion for the guitar started late, Kanami worked hard to master the instrument, songwriting, and song production. Since that moment, every decision she made helped shape the passionate guitarist that we know today. Always impressive when she's on stage with her ability to convey emotions through her guitar, Kanami has moved a lot of fans over the years. From a try-it-all to a do-it-all, Kanami always had the ambitions to break through the music industry. And by joining Band-Maid, she was able to improve her play, learn from professional songwriters, and pursue her dream. Thanks to her Band-Maid support, Kanami continued to write song after song until they were approved by the management. And since 2016, she is the genius who writes Band-Maid's music. Improving and evolving song after song, exploring new territories, challenging her bandmates and herself by making songs that sound good instead of being just easy to play.
でもとにかく音楽には一生関わっていたいなっていうメンバーたちなんですよ、一人一人が。だからそれこそこれから10年後にどうなっているかは正直わからないし、5年後だって見当もつかないんですけど、音楽では絶対つながっていたいって思うメンバーたちですね。もうこのバンド、このメンバーが大好きすぎて、このメンバーと離れるのが絶対嫌だって思うんです。この先も少し立ち止まるような時が来るかもしれないですけど、このメンバーたちに囲まれているからこそ自分は続けられているというか、続けることを目的に続けてきたわけじゃなくて、本当に気づいたら続けられていたっていう感じで入れているのは今のメンバーだからなんだなって思います。
Kanami's path has never been an easy one, but she managed to keep moving forward, destroying every obstacle in her way. Even when she is tired to the point of where she can't barely stand, Kanami will always give everything on stage with the biggest smile. She is a mixture of passion, energy, and joy, who is and always will be full of surprises. Kanami, the genius composer.
Not only am I just purely a sucker for daydreaming, like that intro, oh my god. I feel like I relate to Kanami so much on how her personality is. I definitely am not a compositional genius. I will say that. If I was, I would you would know by now, right? But like, that is amazing that she's done so much. Like, the fact that you can see how much she composes because of the amount of songs they have in their catalog. You can see that from this. Oh my god. She's just a sweet soul. The fact that she says that she doesn't know what's going to happen 10 or 5 years from now, and at some point she might need a moment, right? But like, it's her bandmates that keep her going, and she wants to keep doing it because they want to keep doing it. And that's not a band, man. That's a family. That's a family. And I love it when bands are like that. It's because it almost feels like there cannot be failure if you just keep pushing, and if you treat each other like family, it just keeps going. I wish that for them. It has to be. It has to be. It's written in the stars, you know? Yeah. Absolutely beautiful. Great job to Orenji, Casper, and Akira with everything. All the work that was done here. Absolutely amazing. Thank you for this. Okay, if you're still with me and you made it to the end of this video, thanks. I hope you guys enjoyed me kind of like rambling about myself and seeing myself in Kanami, as well as the neat, interesting things like how her compositional style actually kind of mimics that of Chopin. Anyway, let's continue the conversation about music. Feel free to leave a comment down below about the documentary or the songs that I was hearing at the beginning. I don't think I've heard those. There are songs in here that I haven't heard yet that I need to know what they are. They need to be dropped below because I need to add those to my next Band-Maid Sundays. Yeah, so leave any comment you want down below. What do you think I missed? What do you think I should delve into more? And as usual, if you like the channel, please like and subscribe. And if you want to check out some extra stuff, like for instance, on Patreon, we're doing a Band-Maid band camp. So if you want to go check that out, and as well as some extra other stuff. Anyway, I had a great time. I hope you're having a wonderful day, and I will see you next Band-Maid Sunday. Peace out.